Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina, and this is the Organized Money, where we talk about planning, productivity, organization, and managing money. If that interests you, then make sure that you click that subscribe button, as I would love for you to be a part of our little family. Today's video is on the top 5 habits that have changed my life. These are things that I have been able to put into place and help increase my productivity. So I wanted to share them with you because I feel like these are things that you may be able to put into place, or you may be able to find some other things that just work out well for you and help you change some things up. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, I adopted the KonMari method. So this is from the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And after I read that book a couple of months ago, I decided that I wanted to do a complete transformation on how I looked at things in my house. Now, I realized that I could not do exactly as the book stated. The book talks about getting rid of every single thing in your house that does not bring you joy. I could not do that because I have 2 toddlers and throwing away all of their toys is just cruel. But I did decide that I would look at the way that I handled my own personal things and the way that I handled my time, the way that I handled the people in my life, just how I structured my life in general. And it has been completely life-changing. I did a video a while back on becoming a minimalist and what that would mean for me, but I definitely haven't done an update since that video because I have been trying to find and figure out ways to make this work for me. In that process, I have been able to declutter a lot of things out of my home. I have been able to restructure my time and be more productive, and I have been able to look at even the events and the errands that I have on my to-do list and say, okay, do I need to do this? Is there a way that I can give this to someone else to do? Or is there another way that I can get more done to be productive? I hope that makes sense. And if you haven't seen that video on how I have adopted minimalism, then I will definitely link it above. But it has been life-changing for me. It has helped me so much with my productivity. Number 2, waking up at 4:30 a.m. I know I have not been an advocate of waking up early at all. I have always considered myself a night owl and a person who was way more productive in the nighttime. However, I have always read a bunch of books and seen a bunch of articles about how successful people wake up early. I didn't understand it at first, and I felt like I didn't have to do it until I realized how many mistakes I would make on various projects or trying to get different things done, and how ineffective I was at night when I was tired. So I would try and do projects and I would end up messing it up, or writing things the wrong way, or doing something incorrectly and having to do it all over again. Or I would stay up late and be able to complete a project, but then the next day would be awful. I would be super tired and would not be productive at all the next day. So I decided to try the method of waking up at 4:30 a.m. every single day. And I promise y'all, it has been so life-changing. I will definitely do a video on my morning routine to show you what I do between the hours of 4:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. when I actually get started working. But it has been such an amazing transformation. I am way more productive and I get so much more done by waking up early. So try that one. Wake up early. Number 3 is to use a calendar for everything, and I mean to schedule everything. Now, you know, I am a major planner person. I use my planner for every single detail of my life, and I also use my calendar on my phone. And I'm telling you, writing things down and putting it in my planner or on my calendar and kind of organizing my day so that I know exactly what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it has been life changing. I promise, guys, It seems like, oh, I kind of could keep it all together in my head, but really and truly, you won't be as productive and you won't be able to get as much done if you don't make sure that you organize your day by writing it down or just by keeping it on track on a calendar. I don't care how you do it. I'm just saying, do it and it will change your life. Another thing that I did along with my calendar, so this is probably like 3B, is I added a bullet journal along with my planner. So in my planner, I keep a big overhaul of my day. So it's like a running to-do list of every single thing that I have to do, but it does not have times. It may not be exactly scheduled. It's kind of like a roundabout of what I have going on. But in my bullet journal, I keep track of every single thing that I did for that complete day. Why? Because it lets me kind of keep track of how my day is going, and if anything kind of gets me off focus and I have to write down that I was on Instagram for an hour and a half, then it makes me make sure that I do not do that again. So it's definitely a great way of kind of keeping track of my day, keeping track of my hours, and letting me know how productive I am being throughout the day. So adding a bullet journal has been definitely a great addition to my planning system, and I probably will do a video on how I plan out my full weeks using both systems. I mostly just show y'all my planner, but I don't really show you my bullet journal that often because my bullet journal has a lot of personal information in there, a lot of details in there because I'm so detailed in it, but I'll try and find a way so that I can share it with you guys. Number 4, setting intentional goals and setting them with deadlines. So this is something that I adopted earlier this year, and it has been such a game changer for me. I have been able to write down consistent goals every single quarter of this year. So there are different things that I want to achieve for the entire year that I will start and set in January. And then I'll say, okay, in order to complete this goal by December, I need to do this by April, I need to do this by August, I need to do this by December. It helps me kind of stay focused on my goals and keep track of my progress. I know a lot of times it seems like it's, so far-fetched when you set something in January in order to have it complete by December. But if you set smaller goals in between, write each one of them down and set an exact deadline of when you want to get that done, then it does make it way more achievable. I definitely did this with my book that I wrote last year. I said, okay, I'm going to write this book by the end of the year, and I actually was able to complete it by November 12th. For the launch date because I had set achievable goals in between. So setting goals, writing them down, and making sure that you set smaller goals so that they are achievable has been a game changer for me, and I'm hoping it's a game changer for you. And the 5th thing that I have adopted that has changed my life is taking time to learn something new every single day. So one thing that I'll do is I set aside 30 minutes a day to learn. I'll be looking up different things either on Google, I'll search on YouTube, I'll listen to podcasts, I listen to audiobooks, or I'll read an actual book, whatever it may take. It could be a webinar, it could be a class, but whatever I can do in order to try and learn something new every single day. I started this process when I started this channel because I always wanted to have different content and different things to bring to you guys, and I realized that I had to be constantly taking in content in order to give out content. So in that process, I started to make time to learn something new every single day, and it has been life-changing because it has made me step back away from the mundane to-do tasks that I have to do every day and take time to learn something new. I've absolutely fallen in love with this process. Now I want to be learning all the time. I'm always listening to podcasts in my car. I'm always trying to find something on YouTube, and it has been life-changing for me. So take time out of your day to learn something new. So that's the 5 things that I have added that have changed my life. Is there anything that you are doing in your life that has been a game changer for you? Let me know in the comments. I'm always looking to learn, and I always want to know what you guys have that I could probably adopt to my life. Until next time, guys.